And we're back for another draft of Zendikar Rising. Let's jump on in. Oh, that was quick. Feels good, man. People are ready today. Alright, let's see what we got here. Show me that sweet rare. Huh. That is a pretty sweet rare. Is it better than Lull Mage's Domination, though? I think so. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take the Inscription. I haven't played Inscription at all. I've never drafted this card. I think I've seen it once. So, Lull Mage's Domination is fantastic. It necessitates that I'm heavy blue. I suppose this wants me to be heavy black as well. But I haven't played with the Inscription. I think Lull Mages might be better, or honestly, these are probably on par. This is a removal spell for a smaller creature. It gets me back something. It can make my opponent discard a card. It's pretty flexible. There's also a Deadly Alliance in the pack, but I think I'm going to take the Inscription just to try it out. Deadly Alliance being here may mean that I want to take Lull Mages, but I'm going to take the Inscription. Okay, and now there's a Roost of Drakes, which means I am playing that. So there's a Royal Eruption, which is fantastic. I wish I had the the Lull Mage's Domination now that I have Roost of Drakes, but I'm going to be very happy to take this card. I wouldn't mind this Field Research coming back around, but definitely taking the Roost of Drakes. A rare was taken over it, so I'm wondering what that was. I think most of the time I would take Roost of Drakes over certain rares. This card is just fantastic. So now we got it real early, so we can prioritize kicker cards from this point on. Okay, and now looks like there's some decent green. There's a Relic Axe, which is going to go really well with warriors and make any warrior deck pretty solid. Not a ton of blue here. There's a Seafloor Stalker. There's also a Vastwood Fortification, which is just a rock-solid card. I definitely like having this. This could open up a good Warriors deck, but I'm not in the Warrior colors, per se. I could be just taking the best card in the pack here, which I believe is probably Relic Axe, just on a power standpoint. Seafloor Stalker, though, is also an excellent card. In blue, keeps me into my Roost, could work out with a Rogues deck, so I've got some blue-black going on. I think this is probably the right pick for me. Vastwood Fortification would be fine, but I definitely like Seafloor Stalker. I like getting at least one of these guys. Okay, and now a Crab. I'm not going to say no to Crab. I think it is just so fun. So now we've got a blue-black thing going on here, but we've also just got a Ruin Crab Wincon. Other cards in this pack, I like Zoff Consumption. I think it's a good card. If it comes around somewhat late, I will take it. Just the life gain works with clerics. 4 life is not nothing. An 8-point life swing is pretty substantial. Even if it's not going to win you the game, it could change the battlefield to where you only need 1 more attack to close out the game, or it saves you, so when you get on the crackback, you wouldn't lose. But I wouldn't mind another Stalker. Pack Beast would be good in this spot as well, but definitely best card in this pack is Ruin Crab. So we've ended up with a bunch of good blue cards. Roost of Drakes and Ruin Crab are great reasons to be blue. Let's grab that. Okay, now there's a Vastwood Surge. Works well with my kicker cards. Can help me splash. Everything for even the Inscription. There's a Hazard here. And even though there's a Pack Beast in the pack, I think I'm happy with Surge. Not seeing a ton of blue here, that's fantastic, but I'm also not seeing a ton of other cards that I think are amazing. So, something I've come around to is trying to put one of these Snarecasters in a slower kicker deck, because a lot of times the kicker deck just needs a couple extra turns to get that, to start like using some very expensive kicked spells. And Snarecaster can make sure that you're not dying to like just a Tazim Raptor or the 2/1 Rogue Flyer, so I do prioritize these a little bit in the right deck. There's also a Root Grazer now. I really do like Root Grazer. So while there's a Mind Carver, and I am setting up for a decent Rogues deck, Root Grazer coming in pretty late like this makes me want to take it. That worked out for me well last time. I could want a Rabid Bite, but it's not impossible that I just don't play blue. These are my first 3 picks, so I could end up with maybe like an Abzan Landfall deck. I feel like this card doesn't get enough love, and I'm going to scoop it up here, even over a Mind Carver, which could be pretty good. But I think Root Grazer has the highest ceiling. Okay. And now there's another Landfall card. There's also a decent... there's a Skitter Sneak here, which works well with my Ruin Crab. There's a Nectar Pot, which is pretty good, just as a Landfall payoff. I could also just take a Pack Beast. I think I'd still like to do a Rogues thing. But I don't even know if I need to try to do that. I mean, Ruin Crab is fine in itself. I think I'm going to take the Nectar Pot. Yeah, I'm going to take the Nectar Pot. Okay, and I do like a Stomper. Skyclave Plunder is excellent, but I like getting one of these in a Landfall type deck. Plunder could be good as well, but I'm going to try to get a good green card here. Another Mind Carver. Does Reclaim the Waste? So I'm wondering if Rogues is just very open here. But I'm seeing some good green cards here. I like Reclaim. I like a Dauntless Survivor. I think it works fine. There's a Tazim Raptor. I guess I am moving more towards a white-blue kicker type deck. These guys don't kick. I think I can afford to take the Survivor. Oh, wow. Basswood Fortification came back, so I'm going to scoop that up. I like getting my first modal card. Oh, boy. So it looks like Rogues are an open color, are an open deck here. But I do have this Root Grazer to consider. It's a good card. I have Reclaim the Waste that could splash an Inscription, perhaps. Probably only half of it, though. Okay. And now there's an Aura. Aura is an excellent card. I don't have any clerics yet, and I don't think clerics look very open. I didn't see a ton of black, that wasn't rogues, and I didn't even see a ton of white, to be honest. So I didn't see I didn't see this Root Grazer really, but I saw some good blue cards. So right now I'm on the blue-green path, which makes me want to take maybe the Royal Mage here. I could just take a Makindi Stampede. That could work well with some of my Landfall type things. I could take a Nahiri's Binding, but I think that late Stalker and also this Roost and Crab make me want to try to take this Royal Mage here. I can't really play a lot of these cards. I don't think I really want to. Binding is fine, Stampede is good, and I don't think Aura looked open at all. So I'm going to take the Royal Mage here, which is kind of weird, but... okay. Now there's a Fearless Fledgling, which I definitely like in a Landfall deck. So, let's see. Do I stick with my blue cards here, my Royal Mage, my Stalker, or do I try to get some white in for the Root Grazer? That could be pretty sweet. I have some decent fixing here and here. I do need 2 blue to kick the Roost, and this is a 2-drop creature. I could be taking a Jiraga Visionary. I think this is the point where I decide I'm a kicker deck, even over a Landfall deck. I think I take a removal spell in my kicker colors. And here's another one. There's also just an Imara Wizard. I think I like Imara Wizard. Over a Bubble Snare. I think I'm fine taking Imara Wizard here. It's just a nice card that I can pick up later. Modal cards go up in value for me, I believe. And now there's a Shell Shield. There's also just a Rabid Bite. I think it's Rabid Bite. I like Shell Shield as a kicker card, and there's some decent cleric stuff, but it looks like my green and blue is still flowing. So there's a Scion in black. That's actually pretty sweet. So I'm looking at... this is a good cleric thing. I'm wondering if clerics just weren't there before. There's also just a Seafloor Stalker, which I'm pretty happy about. It feels like we're not really doing the Root Grazer, even though there's some decent cards here. I think a Riptide is pretty sweet for my kicker deck, though. Oh boy, Relic Vial, so Clerics is open. Well, I don't think I'm anywhere near Clerics at this point. I might have been able to get away with taking the Aura, but no guarantee that Clerics is open going the other way. So let's see, I could take Scythe Cat, I could take this other Riptide. How many kicker cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 kicker cards. I think I might want to take the Scythe Cat over the second Riptide. I do have a couple ways to trigger Landfall here. Oh, it's an Adventure Awaits. It's also just a Tazim Raptor if I want to try to do a white thing. I don't have a ton of Landfall payoffs at the moment. Do I have something great worth getting to? I think I'll take this Adventure Awaits. I don't mind grabbing this card. Wow. Rogues. Man, so Rogues is open, huh? Can I make this happen? If I just take this Thought Thief, am I fine? I've already got an Inscription to splash. I have done this Sultai Sultai Rogues before. I think I'm just going to take the Florahedron. Florahedron's really good. Might is a decent kicker spell that I would consider playing. Okay. Felidar is here. This is here. I'm going to take the Felidar in case I end up wanting to splash some landfall things. And there's a Blood Price that I could be okay with, just as a card draw spell. And Shell Shield came all the way around. So Blood Price could be fine. I can easily, well not easily, but I think I can splash relatively fine with my black spells here. So I can get a Blood Price, I can get my Inscription in there. What do I bring back with Inscription? Nothing at the moment, really. Actually, I can bring back Ruin Crab with Inscription. Oh, wow. Last pick, Riptide. Okay. And now here's a Canopy Baloth. Soul Shatter is pretty good. It is on the splash. Wind Rider is pretty good. I have 8 instants and sorceries. Those do include my black cards here. I think Baloth is probably pretty good with a Vastwood Surge. I also need some 4-drops. So I think I'm going to take Baloth. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shoot. Okay. Lull Mage is familiar for me. Thank you very much. Master of Winds, I've not gotten to play this. It's better in a Wizards deck. But, I mean, it's still just a fantastic card. But I'm going to take Lull Mage is familiar. And be pretty stoked about it. Oh boy, man. Could have had some good landfall stuff going on here. But now it's probably a Deadly Alliance for me. How's the top of my curve? I actually don't have a lot of big creatures. Got a Bubble Snare. I've got this Deadly Alliance on the splash. I kind of want this Ascetic, but I don't think it's impossible Ascetic just comes back around to me. I'm gonna go for a splash card here. Wow. And another Root Grazer too. I'm not gonna say no to double Ruin Crab. That's pretty sweet. There's another Root Grazer. There's also a Scythe Cat. Maybe I want to splash this Root Grazer with the double Ruin Crab. That can just win me the game sometimes. Well, I want to try to do the crab. Spingmantle Cleric in the 3-color deck is pretty solid. There's also just a Cunning Geyser Mage. I don't feel like I've got enough kicker cards to be insane here. I kind of want the Cleric, even over the Geyser Mage, though. What? Alright. Alright, well, now we're splashing Phylath. Never mind. Alright, cool. So I could take this Bubble Snare, but Phylath is just going to win me the game sometimes. And now here's a good kicker card for me. Helps me splash. More rogue payoffs. I'm not taking any of these other cards, so I'm just going to take the uncommon. Here is a Might, a Marasa Brute. I don't think I need more 3-drops, though. Wow, can't believe I got Phylath. So now what am I doing with my splashing here? Am I even doing, like, black cards now? Oh, I'm so glad I got my adventure weights. That can fetch up Phylath. So now I've got another Might. I don't know if I'm going to play a second Might, so I'm going to grab a Deliberate. Nothing here for me. This is best of one. Actually, I think I can do Skyclave Sentinel. I kind of want this card, because I'm going to be able to ramp to it decently well. Oh, and a Kazandu Stomper. That looks very cool. I keep triggering Landfall. So now, Root Grazer and Felidar are my only landfall payoffs, and while they're pretty good, I don't think they're really worth a splash. Especially now that I've got the double Kazandu Stompers, I've got double Reclaim the Wastes, so let's put this over here. Let's cut the white. I think white was there. And that could have been a pretty good deck with a double Grazer. But I think just putting Phylath and maybe some black cards in here is worth it. So black cards, cut the blood price. Feel like Inscription's not going to work out super well. And maybe just take out Deadly Alliance and see what we're working with at that point. So got one red. I think that's fine. I could have had a little guy here. Oh my gosh. Pack Beast. I should have gotten the Pack Beast. Those guys fix, and that's pretty nice. So let's see. Root Grazer, Florahedron is nice. Don't know if I need to Liberate. I don't really have any card draw though. Just the Adventure Weights, but Adventure Weights can find my bomb, which is pretty nice. Oh, I'm at 40 cards. Oh, but I've got no lands. Umara Wizard. So totally fine playing all these guys down as lands because I can get them back with Stompers. Spingmantle Cleric works pretty well when you make it a 5/6, which I'm going to be doing with 3 sources of fixing in the deck. I think that Sentinel is actually fine. So Fastwood Surge can turn it on. My Dauntless Survivor can turn it on, and I think I can kick this relatively often. I've also got Roost. Let's make it a little removal pile. Would you look at that? I am light on removal, aren't I? So I am pretty light on removal. I could probably go down a forest, but at this point I need to actually go up lands. I could put in a Deadly Alliance and view a 4-color deck. That could be pretty sweet for my Springmantle Cleric. I think that could be alright. Inscription is pretty fine, but I'll never be able to kick this. So it's a 3-mana sorcery speed, return something. I already have 2 Ruin Crabs. I don't need more than that. Ruin Crab can just put such a clock on the opponent. I'll probably cut one of these 3-drops. Probably can cut a Riptide. Just because I don't have a ton of instant... I don't have any Into the Royals... Into the Royal? Yeah. I don't have any Into the Royals to do an instant speed kicker trick. I have a Shell Shield, which is fine. But no instant speed kicker cards to really blow my opponent out here. And this thing works pretty well as a wall, anyway. I do think Canopy Baloth is fine. Especially following a Vastwood Surge. And just regularly dropping lands. So let's look at this land situation here. I got to get up to probably... I think I want to go 18 lands between my modal cards with these fixing. With this fixing. Maybe 17. Because I do have the familiar. So let's work this out. So 1 mountain is probably fine. With 4 ways to get it. And I'm not going to play as Phylath until later. So I have plenty of opportunities to just run into my Vastwood Surge. So let's see. We definitely want more. We're gonna go island, 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 forest, 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 and then we'll remove from there. Okay. So in terms of forests, we could probably go down. That's 10 forests, 8 islands, 9 forests, 15 lands, 3 modal cards, and some ramp cards. And still have too many cards. Probably could take out 1 Stomper with Phylath. That's a pretty expensive, that's pretty heavy on the mana base. And then, because Xandu Stomper is fine to get these things back late game. They're not going to change the game. So I'll take out a Stomper. I feel like I'm probably still also taking from the 3-drop slot here. Shell Shield I definitely like to protect Phylath. A little light on my 2-drop slot. But I do have these double Ruin Crabs. Maybe I just take out one of the Ruin Crabs. It's so fun, though. Ruin Crab is just such a fun card. I think I want to hold on to the Sentinel. I haven't used this card too much, but I think it could be fine in this deck. And, you know, I even have a Vastwood Fortification to make the Sentinel work. So that's pretty solid. I also have to remember I have the double Reclaim the Waste, so what I've got is probably fine. As long as I'm landing lands, I've got 9 green. So I've got 15, 18, 2 Reclaims. That's pretty solid to make sure I keep hitting my land drops. And then it's a sorcery, I can get it back with the Royal Mage. Creature count. 17. Okay. I wonder if I just want to take out a Seafloor Stalker for my 3-drop slot, which is pretty stacked. I mean, it's pretty good. These are a lot of threats that need to be answered. So Skyclave Sentinel may be the weakest at the moment, but it can win the game sometimes as a 4/5 flyer. And also, I kind of like just having something in the air. I'm pretty weak to flyers, and sometimes you end up in a board stall where that 2/1 cleric is just 2/1 rogue is just killing you. So I like having 1 flyer in here for that situation. Now I'm down to 16 creatures, but oh, and this counts as a creature. I'm down to 16 creatures. I could drop Adventure Awaits, but I think Adventure Awaits goes up in value because I have a bomb to retrieve. I would like to remove a non-creature card here. Could be Shell Shield. Yeah, maybe it is Shell Shield. So kicker cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 kicker cards. I think Roost is still good enough when it makes 2 or 3 flyers to just keep in the deck. I could have prioritized more kicker stuff, but I was making sure I got some bigger guys in this kind of deck. So the Roost Ruin Crab situation is kind of an odd one. This isn't really what the deck is doing. I guess it is abusing Landfall in some ways with Reclaims and Vastwood Surges. I think this looks alright. Let's take out Shell Shield, I think. Man, you just like Shell Shield, though. It's like this gets, so that my issue is this gets Phylath, but this protects Phylath, and I can't get Phylath back. if he dies. It's also a kicker card. Okay. I'm going to take it out. Maybe it's Roost that needs to come out, but I like Roost. Alright, let's try this out. Oh. This is a Teamer Phylath deck. You know, Phylath would have been pretty sweet in just a, what is that? Naya! Just a sweet Naya Landfall deck. Man, how good would Phylath have been in a green-white deck? I think green-white might be open for some, like, just most of the time. For some reason, kicker decks are open all the time. All the time. It's always a viable deck. I think it's because people don't like green. And I think that's why I see the Root Grazer come around, because it has a green pip in it. Okay. So I'm playing my Umara Wizard. And then a Dauntless Survivor, followed by a Reclaim the Waste. Opponent goes first. Okay, then I have a Baloth. I have a Bubble Snare. I'm okay with this. Okay, now I have Florahedron. I could just do this and go get a blue. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Because I can play... It's not unreasonable I'm going to get to play Umara Wizard here. I do need double blue, so I have it for Wizard. But I'm going to do a turn 3 Baloth. Oh, geez. Alright. Now I probably want to play Wizard. But I'm going to get the Florahedron out there. Not a great combo with... not a great combo with Phylath, because ramping early into Phylath has to be less tokens. Of course, Celebrant. Okay, more lands is good. So now, I think I just Baloth, and then hold my... Do I hold Wizard? I think I'm going to be okay. And also, it doesn't even really work super well with this guy. So let's put out all the lands. Okay, so let's get the red out there so we don't discard anything. Okay. So now, one more land here. If I don't get a land next turn, I can play the Wizard to make sure that I drop Phylath on 6. Okay, so I can Shell Shield Felidar, no, I mean Bubble Snare Felidar. Be pretty happy about that. Feels like opponent's in trouble here, for sure. They could make me discard stuff, which would be sad. Ooh. So I think Crab is part of the plan now. I could just Shell Shield this thing. Let's just get some Naya fun stuff going on here. I feel like now I do just put down Wizard. Do I like rush for Phylath? I don't know if I do, to be honest. Like, I could just get another land off the top, and then still, or I could just play Umara Wizard on my next turn, and this is like a great card. I think they need to do something besides make me discard cards, otherwise they're going to lose the game. So I'm going to hold on to my Wizard. If I get a basic land, that's all the better for me. Okay. And now I'll play Dauntless Survivor. If they make me discard, I'll just discard my other 2 cards. But if they make me discard, I think they're kind of behind here. Just make it 2/2. If they make me discard, okay, Maul is a problem. I will Bubble Snare that guy to make sure that they have to spend their entire turn re-equipping. Okay, I got a couple good attacks here. Let's see if I get that land. Alright, I did get the land. So we're gonna bubble snare. Oh. Well, good, good thing it was exactly an island, huh? And we bubble snare here. They could make me discard, but I think if they make me discard, I'm kind of just winning the game. So let's make this happen. They could make me discard Phylath, and that would be tough, but then they're really not doing a lot here. I'm just going to have an insane board presence if they spend their entire turn making me discard these cards and then not having Maul the Skyclaves. See if they just move it over. They're not going to have any counters for me. A land with Phylath would be ideal. Okay. They could have Pressure Point, I guess. So now I think I play this, then play the Amara Mystic. Just to make sure that I get that value. I basically get a new Amara Mystic anyway. And I have a 4/5. And we're milling. And we're swinging. Alright, what do you got, opponent? So those look great. Getting Phylath out pretty much on curve is pretty nice. Okay, Blood Beckoning for some good cards. Cleric gain a little extra life. They could have +2/+2 here. But landfall triggers abound. Ooh, nice Cleric deck. Yeah. Okay. Well, that looked fantastic. I think that was one of the stronger showings this deck can put out. Okay. Wait a second. Am I am I playing Deadly Alliance and no black lands? Oh, jeez. Alright, let's put a black land in there. I fully could have just drawn a Deadly Alliance and had it not been playable. Alright, well, don't tell nobody. There we go. Favorite I'll drain. Gotta go down to the green. I don't have any double green, to be honest, so I think I'm just gonna go down to green here. No. Because I have Reclaim the Waste, so I go down an island. I have 7 islands. And then I put in a forest, so I can fix for everything. Remember, you got Deadly Alliance, it's important. Okay. Sweet, I want to play that beefy Springmantle Cleric. So this deck was that was pretty fun. I had a good time with that. All right, show me something cool. Ooh, yes, please. Just the turn 1 Ruin Crab could be a win con on its own. And do I go first? Opponent goes first. And they're mulliganing. Oh no! They've got more cards in their deck. Can't win. That's cheating. So adventure awaits to find some gas. Probably fine just casting out... Oh, I go first, so they are in trouble. I guess me drawing more lands is what really puts them in trouble. So I probably do just play Royal Mage and then use Adventure Awaits once I know more what I need, because I'm not going to get to 6 mana soon. I don't even have anything in the graveyard to get back with Royal Mage yet. Ooh! Okay. No need to show him the second card, the second color. Alright, we're looking at aggro. Not aggro, but I mean aggro. It's red-green landfall. Oh no, wait a second. They don't have anything that could hit me here, so send a message. So we're looking at black, red, so counters maybe? Attack Beast. Nice, just keep drawing lands. So now we can kick a roost. Probably just land a Seafloor Stalker here that can then start attacking. So this is black-red? Splashing... I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm going to take a look at opponent's graveyard and see if I can make sense of this. So let's look what they've got. So they've got a Mind Drain. They've got some red modal cards. So are they green-black, splashing red with modal cards? Okay. Blood Priest. Okay. Next turn is going to be a Roost. Alright, so honestly, all these lands are fine. Now I'm ready to start casting kick spells. Let's see, if I attack and they double block and they lose both guys, is that good for me? I think so. They won't be able to cast any of their red cards. They lose out on party synergies if that's what they're going for. I suppose I should have attacked first, huh? If they attack, I'll just trade off a Royal Mage. Ah. Alright, well I've got a 2/2 flyer to try to help with that. Can I kill Nissa? I could certainly attack with everybody. And put some pressure on Nissa. No blocks, that's fine. I guess they are kind of ahead here. I have a Baloth. So I can just attack with everybody against Nissa here and see what ends up happening. Could I just, you know what? Actually, I can just kill Nissa and then play Adventure Awaits. I'm gonna do that. It costs 3. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with this. Okay. Tangled Florahedron is a land, so I think I'd take it. I guess I could have made a 3/3 flyer there. Doing a pretty good job of just milling out the opponent, though. So I don't mind just playing Florahedron as a land. With this, they could do a... let's trade for the Pack Beast. Okay. They could have the +1/+1 counter trick, but it feels like they did not. So now I could do... I can almost kick this Sentinel, which I think I want to try to do. So let's just do a land and a Baloth. So now if I get another land next turn, I have a 4/5 flyer that makes me a Drake token. They kind of have to kill my Ruin Crab. If they do, that could change their situation, but right now everything I've got is a huge threat for them. Xandu Stomper, that's a big card for sure. Does have trample. Okay, that's actually a little scary. If I get lands, I have a decent attack through it. And there's the land for a kicked Skyclave Sentinel, which means I'm probably going to put this game away. Opponent's on not many cards left in the deck. And I get a big chunker. So we can attack with Baloth and the Drake to put them near dead. So they have to win next turn. See if they want to trade here. Okay, fair enough, doesn't have trample. So Sentinel coming in exactly where it was supposed to. Nothing's going to pump this guy enough to kill me. I got the cards out of my hands, so they can't play Predation on me. I've got unblockable. If I get a land, I can pump this twice. 4 mana for the opponent. Land is good here. I'm hitting for 8 regardless. I think opponent's just dead. Oh no, they're not dead. So with a land, oh, that's fine. So Umara Wizard is a land, so I can mill them, landfall. Needs to be blocked here. So if I swing out, are they dead? They're going to have to block. But then a Subtle Strike could kill me. So let's see. I attack. I'm definitely hitting for 8. Oh, yeah, I'm hitting for 8, and then I'm hitting for... You know what? I'm short. So I'm actually short here by 1 point of damage because of this is not an untapped land. So I attack. They block here. And I need to actually be careful. So I think what I'm going to do is just hold up my Drake tokens to block with. If they want to... So now they're definitely dead in the air next turn. And now I've got plenty of blockers on the ground. Hang on. Yeah, I don't think I need to do the mill thing. I've got damage, so I'm just going to cast the creature here. Plenty of blockers. Opponent needs to kill several of my guys here. Okay. Reclaim is a good card. Haggard Constrictor. Alright, there's the game. GG. Okay. Yep, so we just block here, here, and here. See, I'm taking what? 3? They don't have anything. Oh, Phylath. Good game. That was a pretty good game. Opponent made it pretty tense there at the end. That Xandu Stomper was actually a threat. Didn't feel super scared, but you know, what I noticed there was I felt too safe, when in reality, opponent with a couple tricks and a removal spell could have really caused a problem there. Okay, Roost of Drake's looking great. Just making 2 2/2s. Okay, so Florahedron into Reclaim. I don't even know if I didn't do the Reclaim. I probably want to do Roost and then Reclaim. So I can do this and then look for a creature. That seems okay. Opponent goes first. I would like to get the Reclaim off to get the Scythe Cat. Okay. Now I probably don't need to play this guy as a land. I can make him my 2-drop instead. So let's go here. Say hello. Nope, pass. Well, now they know I have Reclaim the Waste, you jerk. Song of Mad Treachery. Oh, nice aggressive start from the opponent. Let's see. So I can actually go Scythe Cat and pump it. So I'm pretty into that. They're probably going to try to just smash my face in a good amount here. I can just actually kick my Roost. And then kick it again. Oh, removal spell. So they can either removal spell or... Alright, so I think they've got a removal for me. Or they didn't play something. Do they have Spikefield Hazard? Do they have the 2-mana thing? Cleansing Wildfire. Okay. They got a black, maybe? Alright. Cantrip. Nothing. So... feels like a decent spot to cat and pump. And then Roost. I think I'm going to do that. I have the second blue for Roost. Okay. So then now they're going to want to spend a turn killing this thing. Making their 2/2 less effective. And all of my Roost tokens deal with that pretty well. Nothing. Interesting. I'm going to grow this thing forever. So, we'll see what they end up doing here. So I can... I'm definitely going to do a land, and then Roost of Drakes. And then I don't have enough mana to do anything else. I could do like a Reclaim, but I'd rather kick it. So let's try to grow this and see if it survives. I'm thinking 2 damage to the cat. Nothing, really. And let's kick Roost. So, happy to trade off my 2/2 for their 2/2. Am I attacking here? They could just have +2/+2 and trade off pretty well, and I get around that next turn, so I think I'm just going to pass. I think it's important for them to kill my Scythe Cat. And if I get a land off the top, I can do Survivor. Actually, I'll do Survivor on the Drake. I won't make that mistake again. Yes, they definitely have +2/+2. Auto Tapper potentially giving them away there. They didn't need all this red, so they have a trick in their hand. If I were to get a black off the top... oh, there's Bubble Snare. Actually, I could just play the Bubble Snare. But I think I'd rather get the landfall triggers. So let's just get some landfall triggers, make another Drake token, and just keep growing. Because it looks like they don't have any direct damage for Scythe Cat. And I think they'd be pretty happy trading here. So let's go... These are both warriors. Alright, let's go Reclaim the Waste. Just kick everything. Very cool. And now I can go get my black and my red. Red. I've got all the colors. And let's go black first. So now it's Dauntless Survivor on my token. On my burb. Go get him, burb. So I could trade for both their guys here. But they would have a +1/+. They have a +2/+2. I would still trade for Scorch Rider. I don't even think I need to do that. Okay, because next turn I can hold up Deadly Alliance and blow out that combat trick. And I'm winning in the air right now. Roost, man. I didn't take it in one draft, and it was just the worst. Big fat Akoum Warrior. Alright. Let's see. They have no good attacks for me. So I can still try to blow out a block on Scythecat, but it's going to have to be a double block, actually, so I think I just go for it. If they block with everybody... If they block with everybody, I still take out their two biggest guys. Seems good. Is there any landfall type stuff going on here? No. Okay, play land. Oh, duh, there is a landfall type thing. Alright, let's attack and try to blow out their biggest blocks. Probably snapping off Catcher and Rider. In their position, so they don't know what I have, so Warrior and Rider. Okay, that doesn't kill me. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and now I can Adventure Awaits and still hold up Deadly Alliance. So let's do that. See if we can find Phylath. Oh, would you look at that. So now I have Phylath plus land next turn. Wow, this has just been a beating. Four colors. Okay, Sellsword. So here's the problem with a lot of these red-white decks, in my opinion. Yep. Oh, fat Spingmantle Cleric. We're going Phylath first, though. Should not be able to be destroyed here. Okay. Ooh, if opponent lets us go one more turn, this will be the biggest Spingmantle Cleric I've ever cast. 4 colors. Resolute Strike. Alright, so we trade. Knew they had that, but at this point does not really feel like too much of a problem. Scavenge Blade. This is what I feel is the problem with these warrior decks. They are an aggro deck, so they peter out. Good game, opponent. They peter out pretty quickly unless you have something to give them late game advantage. Like you need Cliffhaven Kitesail in a warriors deck. That is my opinion. If I'm playing a warriors deck and I don't get Cliffhaven Kitesail, I get super stressed because if the game doesn't end in like 5 turns, my opponent's going to turn the corner on me with just about any other deck in the set. So, like, opponent even had a good start in their 2-drop Bug Catcher. That's the ideal start for. Well, I guess it's more of a party card, but that's a fantastic 2-drop. So I was a little nervous there, but then they didn't play anything because they wanted to hold up their Resolute Strike, and I just feel like that deck doesn't have enough reach unless you get like the big payoffs for it. You need the War Leader. You need. Opponent goes first, so I get a draw. Dauntless Survivor. I have Bubble Snare that I can't kick. And Baloth in my 3 colors. 3 of my colors. I think this is okay, because Baloth can just help stabilize sometimes. And if I'm getting beat in by something, I can do the Bubble Snare. So I don't have a turn 3 play yet, so I don't know if I even need to do the fortification. Let's just put the fortification down. I do well with landfall triggers, and this isn't amazing. Like, it's good, and I can get it back with Phylath. Alright, another aggro start. So I'm pretty happy. I'm just going to throw out a Royal Mage in front of that. Very happy to trade off with this guy. See if they have... Yep. Attack me. Ah, man. Alright, Voltron Bugcatcher. No blocks. Okay, so now I'm going to play Dauntless Survivor. I could just Bubble Snare this thing. It'd be very expensive for them to re-equip everything. That doesn't seem like a bad idea to me, to be honest. They won't be able to re-equip any of these things. And I guess I wouldn't want to put this on like a Kargan War Leader. So I could just play a Bubble Snare and then a Dauntless Survivor. I think I'm okay with that, actually. They just dumped their entire hand and this thing can't attack me already. So let's see, do I want a 3-2 or a 2-2? Probably just fine with a 2-1 and a 2-2. And then I have Phylath with so many landfall triggers. Nothing. Alright. Lull Mage's Familiar looks good, but I don't think I need that yet. Let's attack and see if they have anything funky. Nothing. So I have all the men in the world. Getting the flyer would be good here. Let's see what they have. Perfect and Sellsword. They have something else. So now they could trade for my Canopy Phylath. But now I think I can just attack. I think I can just attack with my 2-2s instead of my Phylath. Oh no, I can attack with everybody. And then I'll play Lull Mage's Familiar. Actually, maybe I play Riptide. Because it could get... I could find a kick spell and just keep this beating going. Attack with everybody. Okay, opponent is nearly dead. Maybe I do just want to play Familiar. It can attack. This thing can attack next turn. Nahiri's Binding. If they have no other creature, they are dead. All right. Wow, that was a quick match. Okay. Having a good draft here. Hitting these colors. Coming up against a nice spread of archetypes. I guess that was 2 warrior decks back to back. But having a good time with my kicker deck. I just always am playing kicker decks. But I will say, oh my gosh. I looked up Kaldheim spoilers. Some of the cards for limited. This new limited set looks incredible. I haven't been around for every set. Again, I started in Eldraine. This looks fantastic. Well, not fantastic, but familiar. Into cast anything in my deck. Rabid Bite to do 2 damage. Okay, that's a lot of lands already. But this new limited format in Kaldheim looks insane. Snow is back. I'm really excited about that. I want to try to do my best to get out into the actual world and play and do some drafting. Because I want some of these cards, like, in my hands. Rasa Brute. Block that with a Familiar. Wow, that's a lot of lands, man. Do I want Familiar? I guess it lets me cast 5 drops. Yeah. Let's go. Let's show them that we have natural Tron. I feel like this isn't a great block, though. They are not going to be able to kill this guy. They could bounce it. They could have... I know they're playing Vassal Fortification. They could have Might of Marasa. They should probably attack. I don't think I do anything if they do. Okay, so now I block. I have Deadly Alliance that I can't play. I can do this and then fight this Diviner. Maybe I do want to do that. Just to slow the game, just to continue to slow the game down. Because I can't deal with the Diviner at the moment. And I want to make sure they don't get the card off of it. So Might of Marasa will get them through Riptide. I do just block to see if they want to use it. Something like Roost of Drakes would be fine here. My card draw spell would be good here. Man. I just can't keep a... I feel like I can't go off on a tangent besides talking about this game when I play. Because I try to go on and talk about something else, and then I just immediately focus back in on the game, and I completely forget what I was talking about. I know I was talking about how Kaldheim is sweet, but then the opponent started doing some relatively mundane things, and while I'm in this game, I want to really put out my thought process. I am thinking out loud to make sure that I am making the best plays, and I hear myself. That's why I started recording, just talking my way through this. Makes me a better player, I feel. So are they going to Rapid Bite me and then hit me? Inscription. Oh, jeez. Well, that's not awesome. So I would love a black now. It's a lot of lands. I guess if I get a big spell, I'm looking pretty sweet. Oh boy, this is just a 5-power creature though. I've drawn nothing except my Deadly Alliance and this Riptide, I think. Abundance is such a good card. Oh, really? Oh, they didn't have another land for that? So I need to... Really? Oh, dude, what? I don't know why they didn't attack me there. I guess they're thinking I've got Into the Royal or something. Or Shell Shield. Maybe they won't attack again. They're holding all spells and they didn't cast anything. Blackland would be sweet. Reclaim the Waste would be sweet. That gets me Deadly Alliance. Phylath would be awesome here. Roost of Drakes would be fine. I mean, nah, Roost of Drakes doesn't really change the board. What do I have in the deck? Cascade Seer. Okay. Why is it 2? It's a warrior? Oh, it's a warrior. Let's see, I've got a Bubble Snare that would be fine. Crab is good, but it's not going to... it's not going to save me from this situation right now. Vastwood Fortification would help. Wow, I cannot believe they're not attacking. Springmantle Cleric blocks Brute, so that looks really good. I cannot believe they're not attacking me. They should be smashing me, like a lot. Okay. Alright. Springmantle, big mode, engaged. They can't fight this. They could bounce it, but I could replay it. I think I'd be almost dead now if they just kept attacking with Brute. Kazandu Stomper would be fine. Am I at Vastwood Surge mana yet? I am. If I drew Vastwood Surge, I could kick it, but it's not really great here. I guess it gets me a 2/7. If I got oh, I don't have any more Rabid Bites. Scale the Heights, okay. So I can't really trade here. Ah, alright, well that's bad. So I'll block this. Really need to get a black or a Bubble Snare or something here. Ah, that's also just fine. So I think just getting 7 of these guys plus a big one is plenty. Alright. And then I guess I just block the 6 power guy and try to win off Phylath. In these colors... Oh. So who's got better landfall? In this situation, probably them. Probably them. I'll just chump the Brute. Grow a separate one, double block when they attack. They could have Into the Royal. Let's see what happens here. Vastwood Fortification. Actually okay. Fine to play that as a land. But their late game is pretty scary as well. I can't really do much about the Scoot Swarm. I can get a giant flyer in. I don't have any more Rabid Bites. So I feel like opponent's late game is better than my late game. They can also take a bunch of hits, even though I'm making 4/5s. No lands. That's good. Okay, Seafloor Stalker can help me out a lot. Let's go Seafloor Stalker. I could make one of these guys gigantic and attack, but then I wouldn't be able to block. So I think I just continue to make 4/5s. Let's go Seafloor Stalker. Pass turn. So now I've got a bunch of 4/5s. Opponent has not done anything about Phylath yet, and these colors they're hard pressed to. Scoot is about to just get way out of hand for me though, and I can't even kill it at this point. I do have a good mana sink in Seafloor Stalker. Opponent could just have like Roiling Regrowth though and put me in the ground, which means I need to start attacking. They're not going to have a board pump. Oh, I could get Vastwood Surge here. That would be very nice. Okay, now this thing has Trample. Well, that's tough. Vastwood Surge. Well, Reclaim is fine. That actually gets me black, so I can blow out some stuff here. And I think I have plenty of mana to do that as well. Yeah, I definitely do. Okay, so Risen Riptide. Can probably go for an attack here. Black, and then we'll just get another blue. Okay, so now I can make this guy unblockable, but I can also just take out Brute and have good attacks. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't even want it to try. I don't even want it to be able to block me. Shell Shield, interesting. Okay. Well, now I know I don't really have great attacks. Can I attack with this? No. I guess I'm not attacking. Better to have done that maiden phase. Oh yeah, here come the Scoots. I don't know if I can beat all these Scoots. My life total is not high enough. The 4/5 flyer would be good here. Roost is fine. Okay. All right. I think opponent is just real close to just swinging out and killing me, though. I think they need one more land and I'm dead, yeah. I don't think I can survive next turn. That's just too many scoots that I can't deal with. Yeah, I'm fully dead next turn. Two low interaction decks. Oh! They don't have trample, though. But I think they are going to have to make a lot of blocks here. It's even kicked. Alright, well, if anything can get me out of this, it's this card here. I want to use, make sure I have, like, islands to use afterwards. Alright, let's try this. Good. I'm wondering if this is enough. This is a lot of guys now. Shoot, which one's getting the tokens? I think it's this one. Oh, shoot. Oops. Yeah, I need to spread that damage out more. I hope that doesn't, like, get me. It might. It might actually matter. No, because they can just... No, because they can just block with every single Scoot Swarm, and then they can still swing out on me. Sweet attack, though. Yeah, I don't have 14 attackers. But that's pretty good. I'm just going to concede on these guys. I'm not going to make them do the work. Good stuff, dude. Really like your Scoot Swarm. I think the deck did just show up, though, honestly. Like, that was pretty good. Gave us the cards that we needed, but it was a little too late to deal with Scoot Swarm. Okay. Alright, let's keep it going. Alright, show me something fun. Oh, boy. One of my friends works at a hospital, and he just got a, he got his second round of the COVID vaccine yesterday, and he's telling me he was, like, super sick afterwards. That's not good. I'll have to check on him later. Opponent goes first, so I have draws and a turn 1 crab, so sign me up. Turn 1 crab is enough. Well, I would like another land, please. Get out my Nectar Pot. Actually, probably just, I want to try to get to Riptide to slow the game down. Oh, no! Oh, I already can't kill that. Oh, jeez. Shoot, I already can't deal with that card. Okay. Wow. Oh, you know what? That was the wrong play. I need to play the other guy, the Royal Mage, in case they play something and put the counter on that, so I could have Rabid Bited it. That could be dead. That could be Oh my gosh, are you serious? Yeah, now I need to get snare. Otherwise I'm just definitely dead, like now. A little too slow. I guess Stalker is fine. I need to get Bubble Snare. Because I'm gonna die to Aspirant for sure. What? Stop it, dude. I'm dead next turn. No, I'm not dead next turn. I'm dead the next turn. What is going on? Voltron, stop. I can't do anything about this. I need to draw a removal spell next turn, or lose. What needs to happen here? I don't even know. I have to get snare, and that's it. It has to be snare. Snare specifically, or lose the game. Yeah, I guess they should probably just spread it around. Alright, snare or dead? Dead. What? No! I was milling him pretty good, too. Alright, let's mill him a little bit more. I'm so upset. Jeez. I mean, you got it, opponent. I'm just gonna have one of my guys angrily bite you. Bite. That was just ridiculous, man. Alright. Woo! Just unable to deal with a Luminite Aspirant. Oh, you know what? I never checked my rewards. Man, I hope getting something here. Oh, man, not really. Black or red spells, red or white spells. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Blue or green spells, that's just mean. What's going on? Premier Draft, Zendikar Rising. Nope. Man. Alright, let's get a couple games here. Let's get a couple more games in here so we can get those rewards. Alright, show me something sweet. Give me another crab. I have double crab in this deck. I want to crab more. Okay, okay. So I have a Vastwood Fortification. Into an Adventure Awaits. I'd like to maybe hold the Fortification. But with Reclaim the Waste on 3, I'm working my way up to Sentinel. Okay. So I think here it is Vastwood Fortification tapped. Okay. So now it might not be. Because I can make a 3/4 flyer. Okay. I'm fine with this. Go here. Let's pass. Reclaim the Waste to... If I end up curving out differently... Uh-oh. Rogues. What? No! All my cards! Aha! My crabs are back to back. You jerk. What? Oh, those are all my best cards. Well, lost my Familiar, lost my Rabid Bite, lost my... Okay. So let's go. Actually, maybe I want to try to hold my freaking... my Royal Mage to get back Rabid Bite or Deadly Alliance so I can interact with things. Ugh, what a weird situation to be in right now. So let's see, I can do Crab, and then do Sentinel. This is tough. Do I just play Royal Mage? I don't want to play Royal Mage. I'm going to play Crab. I'm going to play Crab. Do they ever move for this thing? I'm nervous, man. The Sentinel can stop a flyer, but I'm wondering if they're gonna have counter magic for me. Ooh, Phylath. I can even play it. So now maybe it is just Vastwood Fortification to make sure that I get the Reclaim off, because then I'm just marching towards the Sentinel. Oh man, what am I supposed to do here? Reclaim gets me to... I should just do the Fortification. And then do the Adventure Awaits. Especially if they're holding up potentially counter magic here. Ooh, good rogues deck. Oh, my Roost is on the bottom now. I guess Tangle Florahedron is fine. So they're about to do the Flash Rogue on me. Okay, wait, that's fine. I was pretty sure that was gonna be a Thought Thief. No! Not Vanquish on my Crab. I guess if they take their whole turn doing that, that's alright. Alright. Okay, so now I can... Oh, open all the windows. So let's see, I can do the Reclaim the Waste, probably just Baloth here though. I'll do Reclaim the Waste after that. Let's see, do I want to just do this? No, let's do this. Baloth! One black mana? What do they have? So I am marching my way towards a big fat Sentinel. I can do Reclaim the Waste and cast Florahedron to get Phylath out next turn, and then still have a land. Okay, Kicker to get something back. But they're a little far from that. Okay, so now they could have a counter spell. Ooh, Scythe Cat's pretty sweet. So I definitely just want to kick Reclaim the Waste though. And play Florahedron. Oh, I can't do that. So if I kick Reclaim the Waste, I can't do anything else. I think it's worth it though to make sure that I keep getting my lands. And I'll go get my black and another blue so I can kick Roost Drakes. Let's see if they... I feel like they can counter me here. Blue and black, so if I end up getting my Springmantle Cleric, it's huge. I suppose I should have just played the Florahedron there, huh? Really? What do they have? Subtle Strike? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Nice, yeah. That's pretty good. Nothing. Okay. So, I think I want to cat. I think I'm just going to cat and Florahedron. No. I'm going to land cat. That's fine. Cast a kick spell. That's fine because I'm about to play Phylath. They had double Bloodchief's Thirst. What a deck the opponent has here. I'm already at 17 cards. But their board's pretty small. And they did not get another land. So now I can do Survivor. Ooh. No, because I can almost kick the Sentinel. So here I Scythe Cat. I'm not going to be able to play something else. Oh no, I can play the Survivor. So I Scythe Cat. I Swamp. Make it bigger. And then I make this guy bigger. Maybe I just want to play Floor Agent. No, because I want to be able to get the Phylath trigger. And I'll make this guy 2/2. Okay. Actually, you know what? If they play Vanquish the Weak, I'm going to feel bad. Sure-footed Infiltrator. They have another Rogue. They do not. They also don't have a counterspell. Ooh, my giant Springmantle Cleric. That's going to be sweet. So I'm going to make 5 of these things, and then Florahedron, and then Sentinel. And they won't be able to counter me. Go get him, Phylath. Alright, we're doing it. So let's see, they block with both. I take out their Infiltrator. I think that's worth it. I have Phylath now. Then I'm going to have this guy. Attack. They block with both, I'll take out the Infiltrator. I just took it, okay. Snap, don't block. Let's see if they kick this or they have another Rogue. Opponent's got crazy card quality here. Look at this. Uncommon, rare, uncommon, 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 uncommon. What? Dude. What? Their card quality is insane. It's so good. What are they? Oh no, are they going to pick Cacophony up? I think I might be able to get them. Okay. So I need to ideally get a land here. Perfect. And then just cast a Sentinel. Let's see. If I attack with everybody, are they kind of dead? They're about to use this on Phylath, but I think that's going to be too late for them. So definitely here. Do I attack with Phylath? They literally have to block with their board, and I take out most of their guys. But they have to block here. Okay. So I still get in for some good trample damage. I feel like I just want to... Oh, man. Yeah. I feel like it's definitely Sentinel here. Man, I want to just play my gigantic cleric. I'm just fine. I'm never gonna get to do it, but I'm gonna play optimally. They don't have anything that's gonna save them. I probably should have just played my gigantic cleric. Maybe they let me go another turn. Bounce my Phylath, my friend. All right, just pass it to me. Come on. I just want a Springmantle. Cool. All right. Fair enough. GG. Oh no, my cleric. He was gonna be so big. Oh, the dream of casting the 4-color cleric. What? I think it's funny when casting a 5-mana 6/7 is not your ideal play. Like I have a thing that's gonna win me the game more assuredly than casting a 6/7. Come on! I want to play with my sweet deck! And boom! Ah. Oh, man, I was early. Okay, opponent goes first. I have enough to kick the roost, a nectar pot, a stalker, and then a roost. Opponent has taken the mulligan. I will keep the 7. I like my roost. Wizard is going to be fine for me. And they're low on cards already, so now there's no need to play out the Amara Wizard. We just go here, start gaining life. Hello! Ooh, party. Peter Peak Ambusher. My Vanquish that I can't play. Sorry, my Deadly Alliance that I can't play. Alright, if I probably... Did I block this? They could take their whole turn. Oh no, they're gonna do it first? That's fine. Hit me for 1. Oh, sweet, dude. I'm into that. If you've got nothing going on, then you want to pump that thing, I'm into that. Okay. Cool. I guess I'm not gonna block next turn, so hit him for 1. I guess I could have threatened to double block them. Rock Slide Sorcerer. That's a good card. Alright, I do have an Umara Wizard coming up, though. Let's see. I can attack with this and kill any one of these 2. I can kill Rock Slide Wizard. I think I'm up for that. Okay. We do this, and then we put out an Amara Wizard next turn. Alright. So the 1 damage here can hit me. It's not going to kill any of my guys. If they attack, I will just block on it. See how that goes. If they end up using a removal spell, yep, okay, so I have a removal spell. I will sacrifice my guys for this. Because I have a wizard and a stalker out. Okay, there's a Vanquish. Fair enough. Ooh, I think I like that better. I'm just going to play the Crab. Crab is so fun. And then I can still attack with this guy. Or actually, I can leave him back to block the Sorcerer. Mill Wincon online. Ooh, those were some good cards. Alright, now I block Rock Slide Sorcerer and settle into my Crab plan. I can just cast an Umara Wizard. Some stuff off the top would be pretty sweet. Shoot. Alright. Well, I'm gonna try to kill the Sorcerer. See if they have another Vanquish the Weak. Synchronized Spellcraft. Okay. Pretty good. Spingmantle Cleric. So let's see, do I want to play you now? This is going to come down as a 4/5. It's actually pretty solid on this board. It blocks the Sorcerer. Yeah, I guess I'm into that. I wish it was bigger. But 4/5 is fine. Opponent's out of gas, hopefully. They can keep attacking with their Teeter Peak, which is annoying. And they can also hit me for a lot with the Teeter Peak. That's kind of not awesome. Oh no. Oh, they're about to bring back 2 of their guys. Oh, jeez. Are you serious? Oh, and I discard my Deadly Alliance? Alright, well, let's see what I got here. I can't really... Okay. Alright, so now I'm holding down the board by killing this right now. Okay. Let's see who draws out of this first. Ah. Okay. Poop. Alright. I can still block and kill their guys. I just need them to not draw. I need them to, like, start drawing a couple lands. Maybe 1 or 2 lands. Dude! Now it is ace? Okay. Phylath is okay. Alright. I'm probably trading relatively aggressively with their guys. Dude! What? Stop! Okay. Surge. I'm pretty far from Surge. I think I just play this to get my colors out. I guess if I kicked that, I would have gotten, man, so this Akum warrior can attack. They just attack with everybody now. And you know they just drew another freaking spell. Are you kidding me? Dude, stop! What are you doing? Alright, can I survive this? I block here. I block here. And then what am I at? I guess I'm trading here, but that's not like great. So if I were to block there, I'd take 11. And they'd have 3 attackers. I need to draw another spell. I think that's probably the best thing I can do. They have another rogue. Doesn't have death touch. So I block this thing. I guess I can actually block the Akum warrior. But this way I take 10, go to 2, and then I need to draw a creature. Alright. Oh my gosh, man. Alright. Oh. Okay. Alright. Unfortunate. I've even got like a lot of damage on the board. Well, that last game was just kind of bad. Last game was kind of tough. Opponent just drew just an insane curve. Not even a curve. They just drew every good threat back to back to back from with an empty hand. So I think this deck was pretty fun. Didn't ever get any crab wins, but the never got a lull mages from there to go off either. But a couple of those games were pretty sweet there. Every time Phylath came down, it really changed the board. I got to cast a couple fat Spingmantle Clerics. And never got a Kazandu Stomper. But I think that looked pretty good. Since Skyclave Sentinel served as a pretty good just 7-drop in the deck. And multiple times could have been played as a 2-3 that could have been buffed to a 3-4. So I don't think this deck was incredible. It was a fine kicker deck with some pretty fun cards in it. A little bummed I didn't get the crab win, which was kind of the goal of the deck, but it was pretty good. I was pretty happy with this. Could have been a decent white-green deck based on some of the stuff that came around. The double Flightless Fledgling would have been pretty sweet. But yeah, I was very happy with trying to do this kind of deck and diversifying into 4 different colors to make a cool Spingmantle Cleric and splash a couple fun cards. So just a fun draft. I'm not sure how many more of these I'm going to do because there's like a Friday Night Magic event coming on tonight it started today. Where it's an Omniscience draft. And I might try a couple of those, but for now, I might come in for one more of these guys before switching over to something else. So, definitely a good draft, and I will be back for something in the future.